What's up? They had everyone on Zoom. How's it going? Congratulations. See you. Hey, how's it going? Congrats.
got the gig.
Yes, love it. Hour and a half, no water, holding in my pool for this. How you doing? Congratulations. How you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. Florida. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I like it. I'm trying to keep up with you two, I'm telling you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marbeli Sastuma, Student Body President of 2021. We welcome you to Grant High School graduation ceremony. Please stand as the national anthem plays. Please sit. Welcome, family and friends, to the graduation ceremony of the class 2021. We are all extremely grateful as students to be here, a part of something truly special and as unique as the year at Grant High School. This year was different than any other year in Grant High School history. We were not together physically, but we were together in spirit. Despite the challenges we were confronted with during distance learning, we stuck with it. The 4 years we have spent at Grant have opened new doors and taught us the skills and knowledge we need to have a successful future. I want to thank everyone here who has made our experiences here at Grant amazing. And I wish the best of luck to my graduating class. Where we are to be, we are one step closer to becoming. I am proud to present my classmate, Jordy Anderson.
Testing. I know class of 2020s man right now. Grant High School is proud to be a diverse school with many different cultures and ethnicities. Our high school experience was enhanced because we were given the opportunity to meet students of different nationalities and were able to learn from each other and embrace each individual's uniqueness. At this time, members of our senior class will welcome you in some of the various languages spoken here at Grant High School. Introducing Zina Shubdam.
Hi, my name is Zina Shoktam and I will be saying the speech in Arabic. مساء الخير يا متخرجين، احنا بنعزمكم كلكم تحضروا المتخرج بتاع 2021. ألف مبروك يا متخرجين.
Good evening, my name is Vivian Lee. I will be speaking in Vietnamese. Con xin chào mừng gia đình và tất cả bạn bè đã đến đây tham dự ngày ra trường của niên khóa 2021 và hy vọng tất cả được vui vẻ trong một buổi lễ quan trọng và đáng nhớ của con. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Aviv Hazan and I'll be speaking in Hebrew. חברים ובני משפחה יקרים, אנו מקבלים את פניכם לגרדואיישן שלנו לשנת 2021. אנו מקווים שתהנו לחגיגה בלתי נשכחת, ייחודית ויפה זו. מזל טוב לבוגרים. Linoy, I love you, baby. Let's go get a state championship.
Good evening. My name is Lulu Laguna, and I'll be speaking to you in Yoruba. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àti ẹbí wa a pè gbogbo yín sí ìjáde oríire ọmọ iléèwé gíga LASAS fún kíláàsì ti 2021 tí ó wáyé lórí ẹ̀rọ kọ̀ǹpútà. À ń retí pé ìwọ yóò gbádùn ayẹyẹ mánigbàgbé aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ àtẹlẹwà yìí. Adéoyè Amórí o.
Good evening. My name is Patricia Roque and I will be speaking in Tagalog. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mga minamahal kong kaibigan, pamilya at lahat, tinatanggap namin kayo sa aming Lancers Commencement para sa klase ng 2021. Umaasa kami na kasiyahan ninyo itong di malilimutan, natatangi sa iba at magandang pagdiriwang. Maligayang bati, mga kapwa nagtapos. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Tata Koyatyan and I'm going to be speaking Armenian. Սիրով ցանկանում եմ ողջունել ձեզ, մասնակցելու այս նշանակալի ծրադարձությանը, Grand Ավագ դպրոցի 2021 թվականի ավարտական երեկույթին։ Շնորհավորում եմ սիրելի շրջանավարտներ, մաղթում եմ ձեզ պայծառ ապագա։
Hello, my name is Maria and I'm going to be talking in Russian. Добрый вечер, дорогие гости. Меня зовут Мария, и я буду разговаривать на русском языке. Во-первых, я хочу поздравить всех выпускников 2021 года и хочу пожелать вам всем удачи. Надеюсь, что вам понравится этот замечательный праздник. Поздравляю всех выпускников.
And I will be speaking to you in Spanish. Amigos, familiares, maestros y compañeros graduados, muy buenas tardes a todos. Es para mí un honor darles la cordial bienvenida a nuestra ceremonia de graduación para la promoción del 2021. Esperamos que disfruten de esta celebración única e inolvidable como resultado de nuestros esfuerzos y sacrificios. A todos los padres, siéntanse satisfechos y orgullosos de este logro en medio de muchas adversidades y que no habrán obstáculos para en el futuro alcanzar más metas. Felicitaciones, compañeros graduandos. Que Dios los bendiga a todos y que la pasen muy bien. Gracias.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the parents who worked so hard to raise these beautiful young students and the graduates that I see today. Second, I'd like to introduce the woman who worked so hard to put this ceremony together. Here is your principal and one of my role models, Ms. McMurrin.
Good evening. It is my privilege and honor to be the principal at Grant High School, especially in a crazy year like this. Let's think back to when you guys were freshmen, the late summer and fall of 2016. The world had just completed the Summer Olympics in Brazil, the United States was heading into a presidential election, and Kobe Bryant had recently retired. At Grant, we will welcome you to campus, giving you tours, taking photo IDs, and issuing lockers. Freshmen wondered, would I be able to find my class? What's the first pep rally going to be like? They cheered on their favorite Lancer sports team, and maybe got even caught in a tardy sweep. But now, as seniors, you might not even recognize the campus because while you've been gone, we've been demolishing buildings, putting up safety fences, and laying the groundwork for our new buildings. Your senior year may not have looked like the senior year you had envisioned back in 2016, but it's definitely a senior year to remember. During these crazy COVID times, we've gotten to know each other in different ways. We've had to rely more on ourselves, and quality time with our families took on a whole new meaning while we were safer at home. Zoom class sessions, virtual tutoring, and discussion boards on Schoology were not things we could have predicted back in 2016, but we're all experts in them now. Snapchat, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitch, other social media became even more essential because we use them to keep in touch with our friends and stay connected during our socially distant times. But despite the challenges, I've been so inspired by our seniors who boldly applied to their dream and reach colleges instead of just playing it safe. Grant seniors have been accepted to some of the country's most prestigious universities. Our valedictorian, Yadira Castillo, plans to attend Columbia University this fall. Grant senior Evelyn De Leon was accepted to universities like UCLA, where her brother Jason attends, and other institutions like Cornell. But she chose to go to USC. So her house will be a house divided. Gabby Liberzon will attend the super competitive nursing program at SDSU. Aaliyah Lemas plans to attend NYU. Mark Sverdlov has selected USC among many of his acceptances. And our seniors have been accepted to institutions such as UC Irvine, UC Davis, UC Merced, UC Riverside, CSUN, Cal State Long Beach, UC San Diego, Cal Poly Pomona, CSUN, CSU Dominguez Hills, Cal State Fullerton, Chico State, Sacramento State, and many, many more. Other students will attend schools like Valley College and take advantage of the LA Promise and transfer to a four-year university. Some seniors will continue their preparation for career, and some will enter the military. I feel confident that regardless of your destination and plans for your next journey, your grant teachers and staff members have prepared you for success. Graduates, before we go on, let's pause for a moment though, and ask you to cheer and applaud for your families. I don't know if you heard Jordy behind me. Whether they are guests with us today or watching via our live stream, we appreciate the support they've given you guys throughout your K-12 experience. We celebrated the return of athletics despite frustrations with delayed seasons and seemingly never-ending safety protocols. Our abbreviated athletic seasons have renewed the bonding between teammates and allowed us to experience the thrill of competition. Many seniors developed a new interest in politics and were involved in social activism this year. We also shared silly TikTok videos and our favorite shows to binge watch on Netflix. We learned new ways to communicate with each other, and we tried to remember what our classmates looked like in person, as opposed to the black screen with a name or picture on Zoom. But even in our virtual world, the Grant Lancers found ways to excel. Ms. Dozois' graphic design students designed shoes for a Vans competition. Our cyber girls, our seniors, Jennifer, Lisette, Abigail, and Vanessa, dedicated, passionate young ladies who will continue their cyber journey at CSUN. Through their hard work and tireless learning, they led their team to multiple victories and were invited by the women of AT&T to mentor middle school students on careers in technology. Our Humanitas student, Annie Mokatsian, founded a student-driven volunteer organization that partners with nonprofit organizations to address global problems through community action. Our cheer team came in 5th in the top cheer division in the city. Our Grant Theater Design seniors wrote their own 5-scene plays, incorporating what they learned about lighting, staging, and costume design to craft creative choices for their plays. Our video production seniors developed and wrote 30-page television pilot scripts, which were excellent, earning credit at Valley College and Cal State for their work in CTE video classes. Senior Alex Arefi made a great documentary about Walt Disney that will be submitted to film festivals this summer. Lancer football player Keyshawn Parks wowed us. He really did, with 10 touchdowns in our abbreviated football season. Our boys football team was just points short of winning a league championship this year, which were led by Keyshawn Parks and Andy Chavez. Boys basketball team won their 29th, I think that number's right, league title, and were one of the top teams in Los Angeles. Next week, our boys will be competing in the Southern California Regional Championships. Our boys volleyball team, East Valley League champions. Girls volleyball improved on their 2020 Division III City Championship by winning the league title and moving to a top 8 finish in our LA City section. Graham's academic decathlon team of only 6 students, Yadira, Juan, Vivian, Braulio, Ruben, and Mary, all graduating today, finished first in LAUSD for the first time in Grant history. That's the smallest possible team that you're allowed to enter in the competition, and they also finished 4th in the statewide competition. Senior Marcus Zimmerman won scholarships I've never even heard of, but he also got awarded the Coca-Cola Scholarship, and I have heard of that, but it's the first time a Grant senior has won that. He also served on board member Schmerelson's Student Advisory Council this year, and along with a plethora of other activities, he will be at Stanford University this fall. During your senior year, the world around us has been changing. Our country confronted challenges and marked momentous events. We elected a new president, and a transition of power occurred during an election process that was unique in our history. In April, President Biden officially recognized the Armenian genocide, something the Armenian community has long been promised. We also celebrated our First Amendment rights and witnessed activist demands for justice. We watched anxiously and hopefully as a jury delivered a measure of justice. We are emerging from this pandemic that has kept us so isolated from each other, but never forgetting what we have learned about ourselves and about our world. As you leave Grant behind and venture into the big world outside our Valley Glen community, I encourage you to recognize your accomplishments, seek out new experiences and friendships that will enrich your lives, and always remember how proud we are of all of you. Your teachers, counselors, administrators, and all Grant staff members wish you success and happiness. We have seen your resilience, compassion, creativity, and determination. It has been a pleasure spending the last 4 years with you, and we thank your parents and families for trusting us with your education. Class of 2021, congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal, Mr. Norik Simonian.
Our graduates are wearing various pieces of regalia, acknowledging different programs in school. I want to draw your special attention to some of them. Superintendent King established a Superintendent's Honor Roll Award for all graduates in the class of 2017 and beyond who achieved a grade point average of 3.8 or above in A through G courses. The GPA includes all credit for A through G coursework completed in grades 10 and 11. Students who earned this award were given a purple-colored cord symbolizing their phenomenal academic achievement to wear on graduation day. Persistence Award. The Persistence Award was established in 2019. Students who earned this award received a copper-colored cord symbolizing their academic persistence. Gold cords signify academic achievement with a 4-year cumulative GPA of 3.6 and above. Silver cords signify academic achievement with a 4-year cumulative GPA of 3.0 to 3.59. I will now introduce Assistant Principal Danielle Bloom, who will present the names of 2020 valedictorians.
I am honored to present to you the valedictorians for the graduating class of 2021. These students have earned a grade point average of 4.0 and above. Please stand as your name is called. Yadira Yesenia Castillo. Lilia Josepian. Evelyn De Leon Juarez. Ava Helene Rosenberg. Gabriella Riverzon. Mark Ethan Sverdlov. Marcus Zimmerman. Aaliyah Marie Venus. Fatima Pamela Rivera. Ariana Roca. Aravi Tichala Suntran. Mariam Gregorian. Mary Ekanush Tovanian. Vivian Lee. James Graham Thornton. Samantha Bautista Gutierrez. Alina Kaledzian. Rayan Zanikian. Patricia Isabel Roque. Armin Gagosian. Ripsame Dumanian. Vanessa Juarez. Armin Safarian. Sophia Krista Satelian. Sequoia Grace Cousins. Abigail Delgado Rosas. Roland Monbellian. Joshua Benjamin Arteaga. Jimena Rebecca Jimenez. Alexander Gonzalez Aparicio. Yadira Castillo is the graduating senior with the highest GPA. We are so proud of Yadira, as well as all of our valedictorians. Today, Yadira will present the valedictorian address.
Good evening, Grant family. It was nearly 4 years ago. I remember running to the front gates of our school late for my first day because I couldn't find the perfect outfit to wear. But what I never imagined was standing before you today as the valedictorian. As I look back and think of all our graduating class, I can recall a memory with each and every face. Whether we have simply smiled at each other in the hallways or shared late night study sessions together, I can see in those faces the shared experiences and influences they have all had on my life. I am a mosaic of every single person I have ever met, as are all of you. Despite every hardship we have had to overcome, our class has learned to find motivation in the mundane, persistence through peril, and confidence in our courage. High school itself has been a journey, and we have all shared the common stresses of final exams, AP studying, and of course, the college application process. All of these issues were magnified by the pandemic because we had to find a way to navigate through this uncharted territory. But no matter how difficult the odds may have seemed in such a dark time, it is our inner drive and character that will always be the one to carry us forward in order to achieve greatness. I stand before you today, getting ready to move to New York to attend Columbia University this fall. No matter your plans for the future, starting anew can be daunting, but we will carry with us the lessons that we have learned throughout our years in high school. Every new habit we have picked up and every mistake we have made has shaped us into the people sitting here today. Reflections of each other who overcame the most challenging year of our lives. For instance, I now plan out my months in the same way my former academic decathlon coach planned out our studying. I mix ranch and ketchup to eat my fries because my best friends and I discovered it was the best way to eat them. I cut my apples into super thin slices because it is the only way my grandfather ever got me to eat them. And I work twice as hard as required because that is what my parents do in order to support our family. I am a mosaic of every single person I have ever met. And once again, all that we are and all that we have accomplished, we didn't do on our own. We had an amazing administration and staff, teachers who guided us academically, and friends and family who not only cared for us, but shared every laugh, every late night trip to Target for last minute school supplies, and every victory made that much sweeter by our failures. Thank you for taking every step along our path with us. All these experiences and all of these people have influenced you and become a part of who you are. So although it seems as if we have reached the peak of our lives, Grant High School has simply been a stepping stone. In the years to come, we will have even more minuscule or grandiose experiences that will add to the mosaics of our lives. And as our own personal mosaic will one day be complete, we will carry the Lancer legacy in our hearts, minds, and memories. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2021. It is now my pleasure to introduce my fellow classmate, Rixime Dumanian.
Faculty, staff, parents, and students, thank you all for being here. For the past 4 years, we have made this small bubble of space our home. Grant has shaped, challenged, and inspired us. It has helped us find the best of friends, mentors, and for some of us, it has helped us find our real selves. Well, we made it through the hardest year yet. Through inconveniences and sudden changes that all of us faced this year, we are still here, ready to say goodbye to the brightest chapter of our lives yet. With smiles on our faces and tears in our hearts, we are gathered here today to celebrate us, our struggles, hardships, accomplishments, and the successes we reached throughout these 4 years. I know this is not the way we envisioned our senior year would go, but this day is the most special day for us. Mostly because we have not seen each other for over a year, but also because I missed all of us being able to see one another and know exactly how we're feeling, aside from the thumb up emoji pictured on top of our screens on Zoom. Online school was hard, but I want you to all look at yourselves and be proud because we beat the hardships that the global pandemic brought upon us. All of us here today are strong because it was not easy to manage or get used to in such a short time. It feels like the light at the end of the tunnel, the one we dreamed of reaching for the past 4 years, is met. Now we are left with the question, well, what now? The first time we entered high school with the innocence shining bright on our faces, our clean clothes, newly purchased backpacks, telling ourselves, 4 years? That feels like forever. Well, didn't feel like forever, did it? Felt like a small glimpse of our lives went flashing in front of our eyes and we were unable to cherish it enough. Truth be told, I'm not ready for this moment. Still feels like we are juniors getting ready to take the SATs, cramming for AP tests at the last minute, or stressing to earn the best grades possible. It doesn't feel like we are seniors about to graduate high school and go on to this real world, as the adults call it these days. For the most part, though, I feel like I'm prepared, and I'm positive that you are too. In our AP English Literature class, we were given the question, what does it mean to be an adult at the start of this year? Seeing this question, I thought, well, easy. I'm 18. Legally, I'm an adult, right? I can now make my own doctor's appointments and don't need permission to. Well, I was wrong. While I can make my own doctor's appointments and don't need a parent's signature for everything, which, side note, is not as fun as they make it out to be. What I learned is that adulthood is not about the age, but rather the mindset. We can call ourselves adults all we want because most of us are 18 or we are going to turn 18 very soon. But adulthood is about growing as a person, looking at problems from a rational point of view, exploring subjects you're curious about, and having the realization that not everyone is the same and everyone's timing is different. What works for one might not work for the other. We need to have our own light. Pick a journey that we feel we're destined for and slowly step into that direction with our little footsteps making marks on the roads we take and holding on to the memories we will forever cherish in our hearts. We are considered adults, but we are not yet grown. We have so much growing up to do. We still need to do the learning, failing, falling, getting up, and dusting ourselves off. We have been on this journey for 12 years now, and there's no giving up. This journey doesn't end here, but rather starts here. This is the end. We are now on to a beautiful beginning. My fellow classmates, it has been an amazing 4 years beside you. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the absolute best in life. Start making your little footsteps in this great world. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally did it. Now it is my honor to introduce Braulio Hernandez.
Over a year ago, I remember standing in my history class with the excitement that there would be a 2-week vacation starting next week. At the time, I was excited. Many of us viewed it as an extended spring break. But soon those 2 weeks turned into a month, and then 2 months, and then 6 months, and then a complete year away from in-person school. It was an arduous year. It seemed like the entire world shut down in a matter of days. We lived in a new world of paranoia and anxiety, where we covered our faces with masks and took huge risks just by completing tasks as simple as going grocery shopping. With this new world we lived in, we were forced to adapt at school. Teachers and the administration had to navigate a new way of learning. They would have to get accustomed to fulfilling all work through screens and computers. Students were now required to receive their education away from an academic setting, oftentimes full of distractions and sidetracks. Us seniors had to slowly conform to the idea that we lost our senior year. We never had the opportunity to fully enjoy our last year of high school with events and activities. Many of us looked forward to having our prom and final homecoming game, but those goals quickly escaped out of our sight. It seemed like an entire portion of our lives, which we put so much effort and work into, ended abruptly on some random day in March. We suddenly had to face the most challenging moment of our lives all of a sudden. However, through adversity, we overcame this great challenge. In the midst of a global pandemic, we united as students, teachers, and administrators alike against our common struggle. I would still be able to log into my Zoom meetings and find my teachers excited and eager to have class. The administration provided us with the tools for us to succeed and receive a proper education from the safety of our homes. We as students continue to socialize with our friends online and maintain our relationships. I was able to look back at this moment in my life and remember how well we dealt with this hardship, how we came together and prevailed. Because with what we've been through, we can take anything the world may throw at us. We stand before you not only as the class of 2021, but the graduating class of fighters and survivors, the graduating class of We Made It. Thank you. Now it is my honor to introduce Assistant Principal Schwartz, who will present the salutatorians. Thank you.
I am honored to present to you the salutatorians for the graduating class of 2020. These students have earned a grade point average of 3.9 to 3.99. Students, as your name is read, please stand. Andranik Baroyan, Karen Melissa Rodriguez, Bella Garaboglio, Nelly Oliverdian, Michael Chavez Barrera, Lizeth Garcia, Harpy Mangazarian, Lilith Gregorian, Daniel Ivan Martinez. It is my pleasure now to introduce Ms. Erin Cease, who will present the CSF Gold Seal bearers.
The California Scholarship Federation is the school's honor society, which recognizes academic excellence. At graduation, we honor these seniors who have earned CSF Gold Seal Bearer status, which means 4 semesters of CSF or more, including 1 semester during the senior year. A special seal is placed on their cumulative record. As I read your name, please stand. Nelly Oliverdian,
Avetisian, Yadira Castillo, Silvana Coronado, Iriana Darbinian, Evelyn De Leon Juarez, Rixame Dumanian, Anna Kasparian, Lilit Kazarian, Lilia Hovsepian, Sepur Kazanjian, Elia Lemus, Ileana Manolo, Ariana Rocha, Sophia Satelian, Marcus Zimmerman, Christina Avatian, Tatev Bayatian, Arpine Dumanian, Bella Garboglio, Miriam Gregorian, Evelina Israelian, Jimena Jimenez, Alina Kalegian, Arpi Mangazarian, Rima Martirosian, Ilse Rodriguez, Patricia Roque, Ava Rosenberg, Mary Tovanian, Diane Zanikian, Lilith Gregorian, Ani Rovsesian, Ellen Gazarian, Gabriela Liberzone, Milena Petrosian, Baraha Shihab, Donna Terminosian, Taravi Tishilasatran, Ella Alexanian, Melanie Darmagian, Stella Movsesian. Thank you. With pleasure, I would like to present your senior class sponsors, Ms. Wright and Mr. Yang.
You take your mask off.
Thanks.
Good evening. My name is Mr. Yang, and this is Ms. Wright. Together, we are the class sponsors of the class of 2021.
And together, we make up Yeah Right.
Hold for applause.
Oh. There are so many milestones ahead of you. We could talk about all those milestones that you may have missed out on during this virtual year, but we want you to take away how resilient you are, how you have the ability to move forward and not take for granted the little things in the life that make up your experiences.
As a class, you have navigated through many things together. A new way to learn, a new way to stay in touch with one another, and new ways to celebrate your successes. Our wish for you moving forward is to remember those skills you have acquired, that you have people rooting for you even when they're not right in front of you, and that you can accomplish everything that you desire.
If we have learned nothing else this year, we need to remember that there's a gift in slowing down. Recognize what really matters. Identify what really doesn't. And embrace the awesome gift that this life is.
Class of 2021, we love you.
We are so proud of you. It is now my honor to introduce somebody who is also my role model, not just Jordy's, but Miss McMurrin again.
Before we present you with our graduating class, I just want to quickly highlight two very special graduates. After decades of service to the district, Mr. Norik Simonian and Ms. Carrie Schwartz have graduated from their time in the district and will be moving on to the next chapter in their lives. Today, I am pleased to present them with a diploma certifying their time in the district and at Grant High School. Mr. Yang and Ms. Wright, can you please present our graduates with their honorary diplomas? Thank you. We're so proud of you, Mr. Simonian and Ms. Schwartz. We also have two very special graduates, Ms. Borowski and Ms. Torres, who are also retiring this year, and they will get their honorary diplomas tomorrow on their last official day of service. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal, Mr. Alex Bozen, who will present the senior class.
At this time, it is my pleasure to present to you Grant High School's class of 2021
All graduates, please stand.
With the authority vested in me by the Los Angeles Unified School District Board of Education, I declare you graduates of the class of 2021. Graduates, you may be seated. We will now ask our counselors to call the names of our graduating class.
Jaime Cabrera Burgueño.
Armand Abgarian.
Ashley Cardona Romero.
Shira Abapo.
Ashley Castaneda.
Kyla Alvarez.
Tiffany Castillo.
Ofek Amar.
Yadira Yesenia Castillo.
Vivian Aspatsian.
Belen Castro.
Rita Balian.
Andres Chavez.
Tasnia Basib.
Hector Chavez.
Samantha Bautista Gutierrez.
Jose Chavez.
Osher Benheim.
Marley Chavez.
Jose Manuel Carrillo Cardona.
Tamawan Chongbai Chayaporn.
Audrey Daniela Cordova.
Marcos Cordova.
Sequoia Grace Cousins.
Silvana Coronado.
Evelyn Samantha de Leon Juarez.
Juan Coyazo.
Lily Demergian.
Joe Cruz.
Arpina Damanian.
Meline Darmanian.
Ripsame Damanian.
Ashtik Dabtian.
Daniel Encarnacion.
Anacani de Leon.
Jasmine Escobar Villela.
Ruth Diaz.
Charlotte Espinosa Montiel.
Leslie Dominguez.
Patricia Guadalupe Flores.
David Escalante Jr.
Lenoy Adam Forkosh.
Drake Escobar.
Kayan Kalajian.
Bushra Peruz.
Lisette Garcia.
Maya Fairs.
Bella Carimboglio.
Daisy Figueroa.
Anna Cristina Vesperian.
Natalie Funes Sotelo.
Aislene Gonzalez.
Ruth Funes.
Ashley Gonzalez.
Arut Gamburian.
Diego Adalberto Guevara.
Juan Garcia Luna Torres.
Lilia Hovsepian.
Maria Garcia.
Alexa Izucar Corral.
Marin Gasparian.
Vanessa Juarez.
Clara Gevorgian.
Elizabeth Kalajian.
Sarkis Giranian.
Ripsame Karamonukian.
Edgar Caribbean.
Ina Karapitian.
Nora Gomez.
Jason Careless.
Alexandra Gonzalez Aparicio.
Andy Fato.
Yesenia Gonzalez Lara.
Alina Kalajian.
Gonzalez Jorge.
Hovannes Kasabian,
Lilith Gregorian,
Kevin Kashatrian,
Mariam Gregorian,
Rosie Kachikian,
Alexander Cartato,
Griffin Harris Lang,
Natalie Diana Cardado,
Alaya Limas,
Lino Guerrero Aguilar,
Oscar Linares,
Aviv Hazan,
Julio Lopez,
Cindy Hernandez Cabrera,
Oran Mansour,
Diana Hernandez Martinez,
Roland Manvillian,
Braulio Hernandez,
Herman Melnick,
Leandra Hernandez,
Aiden Miller,
David Herrera,
Luis Morales,
Tori Hudson,
Elizabeth Mobsessian,
Darvin Mercado Portillo,
Artem Nikiforov,
Islam,
Nathan Daniel Palomo,
Axel Jara,
Shirley Fernanda Pamat,
Jimena Jimenez,
Susana Panelian,
Dion Joseph,
Emily Pelagian,
Arthur Carapetian,
Daniel Antonio Prado Gutierrez,
Sebag Kasabian,
Raven Presley,
Xavier Kazantian,
Jennifer Grace Punin,
Rafik Kachatrian,
Iriana Rocha,
Hovannes Kanjarian,
Freddie Rodriguez,
Edgar Kacharian,
Karen Melissa Rodriguez,
Andrenik Kashkarian,
Sophia Lily Roldan,
Nimota Abike Laguda,
Abigail Rosas,
Vivian Lee,
Ava Rosenberg, Coleman Sells,
Gabriela Liberzon,
Ana Carolina Sarceno Barrera,
Yvette Lizama Ramirez,
David Sarabikian,
Anthony Lopez,
Julian Serrano Moran,
Jesse Lopez,
Hila Sharon,
Crystal Lopez,
Donna Terminacian,
Eileen Lozano,
Ashley Thornton,
Oscar Macias Cano,
James Thornton,
Ellen Macarian,
Paola Torres Lopez,
Ileana Manalo,
Edward Troyan,
Damaris Manzo Chavez,
Lisette Valdez,
Daniel Martinez,
Roman Ben,
Jimena Martinez,
Jacob Bardanian,
Lima Martirosian,
Alida Vaughn,
Ruben Martirosian,
Angelica Villa Espinosa,
Wendy Menjivar,
Ame Wasi,
Jocelyn Miguel,
Janessa Webster,
Mauricio Molina,
Kaylee Yoshida,
Jose Montes,
Kayane Sanikian,
Ashley Morales Estrada,
Steven Akopian,
Angel Gael Morales,
Sofia Alexia Anaya,
Ike Nalbandian,
Nelly Alaverdian,
Simon Alchadzian,
Ella Alexanian,
Eric Nazarian,
Kimberly Alvarez,
Alejandra Nieves,
Gagit Amarian,
Kimberly Ochoa,
Jordy Anderson,
Albieri Olivares Barba,
Anthony Apayes,
Brianna Ortiz,
Angelina Arakelian,
Juliana Ortiz,
David Artashian,
Juan Osorio,
Joshua Artiaga,
Nikolai Pepal,
Christina Asatrian,
Nicholas Peplau,
Christina Abatian,
Ruben Palafox,
Ana Abetisian,
Ryan Paniagua,
Yes.
Keyshawn Parks,
Jocelyn Ayala,
Victoria Petikian,
Jennifer Aswada,
David Petrosian,
Ludmila Babakanyan,
Milena Petrosian,
Kevin Backstrom,
Samville Petrosian,
Maria Balian,
Sahak Bagosian,
Karine Balayan,
Romulo Radia Castillo,
Stephanie Barajas,
Fatima Ramirez Vallejo,
Anahit Barayan,
Ethan Ramos Valladares,
Andranik Baroyan,
Gavin Ray,
Arlene Barrios,
Lorena Reyes Orellana,
Gabor Parutian,
Christopher Robles Garay,
Hakev Bayatian,
Robert Rodriguez,
Greg Badrian,
Yotam Roland,
Osana Boyajian,
Patricia Roque,
Daniel Bravo,
Artica Ross,
Chris Brown,
Orician Ross,
Jack Ronsuzian,
Leonardo Ruiz,
Tirawat Buchaya,
Yvette Ruiz,
Tiara Buchaya,
Caitlin Ryu,
Gauri Cantarero Funes,
Armand Safarian,
Mariana Cardona Monsalve,
Marveli Sagastume,
Andrea Centeno Bernal,
Ian Salvador,
Tabitha Contreras,
Stephanie Sandoval,
Anthony Cortez,
Eric Santiago Nunez,
Dulce Cotto,
Vahe Sargisian,
Adriana Cruz Perez,
Edmond Sarkisian,
Ellen Gazarian,
Sophia Satelian,
Lilith Gazarian,
Nicholas Schillings,
Angie Guevara Murillo,
Daniel Chapeau,
Gabor Harutunian,
Davin Sherwin,
Catherine Enriquez Corrado,
Zena Shukdan,
Hyde Karapetian,
Jesse Cibrian,
Arthur Kobiakov,
Luis Silva,
RP Mangasarian,
Tatovic Simonian,
Helen Martinez,
Bukari Smith,
Paula Valentina Montana,
Daisy Snyder,
Stella Movsesian,
Joshua Solano,
Moses Muradian,
Kevin Solorio,
There you go, Das.
Margarita Nyamagay.
Jacob Stevens,
Artabat Ovakimian.
Mark Sverdlov,
Minerva Denico Vasquez. Wilber Rodriguez Diaz. Oscar Santos. Ana Chamberdian. Brianna Sorto Campos.
Joseph Gonzalez. Esteban Sandoval. Ulises Torres. Maya Sanchez. Andrade. Lucy Antikian. Sergi Badalian. Nancy Juarez. Sylvie Merzuian. Nicholas Nance. Juan Marin Ortiz.
That's right.
Jimena Ortuno. Fabian Pacheco. Anthony Riviera. Elsie Rodriguez. Faraha Shihab. Levon Simonian. Christina Takian. Edward Tanasi. Taravi Chitlasandrian. Diana Terrablanca. Michael Tapolian. Johnny Torres. Mary Tavanian. Isaac Trejo. Matthew Trevino.
Stop, Matthew.
Kevin Trujillo. Tanika Tesomledzi. Efren Valle. Vasquez Vardanian. Kathleen Vasquez. Manuel Ventura. Stephanie Venturino. Jacqueline Villanueva. Nicholas Villanueva. Roberto Vilira. Anush Baskanian. Jalen Winston and Marcus Zimmerman.
Graduates, please stand. At this time, as a symbol of graduate status, you may move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. Please be seated.
Congratulations to our entire class of 2021. We thank you and your families for joining us at this graduation. I want to extend special thanks to our entire administrative team, our counselors, our teachers, and our staff members. We have been working toward providing our high-quality instructional program and our strong athletic program with our students for the past 4 years. And it was a large effort by many people who supported and encouraged our students all along the way and made sure our campus was ready for learning, whether virtual or in person. Parents, graduates, this concludes our ceremony tonight. We thank you for joining us. Families, please remain seated while we dismiss our graduates. The graduates will be exiting through the gates and you can reunite with them on Hatteras. Thank you, have a great evening, and diplomas will be ready for you tomorrow. You can throw those hats up in the air if you feel like it.